Hey, Luke, Julius has done well against teams that are a little bit smaller, but do you make any more of a conscious effort to get him going or give him the ball, or does that happen over the course of what your offense is doing?
A little bit of both. We've definitely made a point to get him the ball more over the last month or so. But we also know if we're playing the way that we want to offensively and we're moving it, that he's going to get plenty of shots because he's too gifted not to. And we have 30 assists tonight. And if teams are switching or whatnot, and he's being aggressive and attacking, then he should end up with plenty of shots.
Since Ingram and Hart have been out, have you noticed anything different about certain guys stepping up, or whether it's Brook or KCP, guys that are playing a little more, and how do you think that that's compensating for your wing depth being smaller?
Well, it's necessary, and yeah, guys are definitely stepping up. KCP has been tremendous for us, but he was even playing great before the injuries. He's just continued to, step up his game. Kuz is, I'm very impressed and proud of the way Kuz is handling himself. We're playing him out of position. He's taking less shots, playing more minutes, and really doing a nice job of just helping us win games and competing with the right type of, spirit behind the way that he's playing. And different nights, different guys are stepping up. Travis Ware in his limited role has been good. Zubac's been good. Tyler didn't play tonight. It was great for us in Denver. So it's been nice. But that allows you can have that happen when you have guys that are playing for each other and playing for the right reasons. Where it goes bad is when guys get hurt and then everyone thinks, all right, this is my chance to shoot more and score more to make up for it. And we got a team that's not playing that way, so that's nice.
Luke, was that the best game Julius has played since you've been here? And if so, why? How do you separate that?
Yeah, I mean that's tough to say that. I gotta watch and think about other games he had. He was really good tonight. I told him it was nice having him back. I missed him for the last two games, but he was pretty special. Showed a lot of what he can do. And the crazy thing is, I still think he can be better. He had some lapses on defense where he had a hand down, and I told him, I said, you're so gifted that if you want to do multiple things on every possession, you can. So he was unbelievable tonight, and still has room for improvement.
Coach, you guys out-rebounded them by 14, outscored them by 12 in the paint. Usually that's the more aggressive team. Do you feel like that was the case tonight?
In the second half, I felt we were more aggressive. And we're normally pretty good when we out-rebound a team because it allows us to get into our transition, which is where we're at our best. We got multiple guys. Julius gets a rebound, he's pushing it. Kuz gets one, he's pushing it. It makes it tough for a defense to really to load up when it's a different look every time down. And we did not do, in my opinion, a good job of that in the first half. But in the second half, I was very happy with the pace that we played with.
There was a mid-game update on Brandon. You guys will be without him for the next couple of games. What's your understanding of kind of where he is physically, and then also just how do you think your team has adjusted to playing without him over these 5 so far?
He told me he's feeling better. The doctor and him were meeting when I was doing pregame stuff, so I haven't talked to him or the doctor since. But I was told that he will be out the next 2, and then we'll reevaluate him on Thursday. But in casual conversation before a couple hours before the game, he told me he was feeling better. The team has done a very nice job because Brandon is a huge part of who we are and what we do. But he was also carrying a big load from, when Zoe was hurt and we asked him to play point for us. And then, so there was a lot that he was doing within the team concept that we missed, but other guys are definitely done a nice job of stepping up and filling it to the best that we can.
You talk a lot about Julius and how great you think he can be and that's why you get on him. I was just wondering if you think does he think like that? Does he think about his own potential and how great that he can be a great player?
I think so. I think for how hard he's worked, you have to believe in what you can do. From especially the jump he made from last year to this year. I mean, he changed his diet, the way he works in the weight room, the way he approaches practice. Everything is to give that type of commitment. I think you really have to believe in yourself. So I believe he does.
Hey, Coach, what do you think it just says, just in general, about the team, some of these players that are stepping in for all the injuries that you guys have had, just the development, the experience, just a little bit about that?
It was great for us. And it's necessary for the path that we're on, for our guys to go through this. And that's why even at the end of the game, I'm yelling at Kuzma, because it doesn't matter. Like, yes, we want to win, but it's not just about winning and losing for us. Like, we're on a journey that we have to be disciplined and good at certain things. And when Kuzma leaves Kyle Korver in the corner, like, that's not okay. So for our guys, for him to make that mistake, to get yelled at, to accept it, and then go back out in the next play, make a play on the defensive end, it's a necessary part of the process for our team to get to where we want to go. And the fact that so many of our young guys are getting that opportunity is exciting for our future.
Last two questions.
The team did a pretty decent defensive effort with 9 block shots and 9 steals and 4 block shots. How do you feel they could improve?
Our defense?
Yeah.
I thought it was good until the final 6 minutes, and then I was going to lose my mind with the way we finished that game defensively. But I thought our effort was there, which is the number one thing. It's got to be our effort, which we've done a good job of most of the year. And then we have to get better at combining our effort and our minds. And for now, that I would definitely 100% take the effort that we gave tonight on the defensive end. But we did some things that we should, at this stage of the season, at least not be making those type of mistakes mentally.
This is kind of billed as a revenge game for Isaiah. What did you see him playing with he always, I know, has this edge about him, but did you see him playing with an extra edge? And do you like it when he uses that?
When he uses his edge?
Well, yeah, uses the sort of the motivation that he gets from feeling disrespected.
Well, he's, Isaiah, I was wondering if anyone was going to ask about Isaiah. I mean, he was great tonight, right? Like, he was, the thing about Isaiah that's so good for our team is everything that we're yelling at the players from the bench about, he's actually on the court saying, telling them the same things as far as getting them to the right spots. And, some of those passes he was getting Julius on Julius's rolls, that's what Julius needs to feel. Like, that's why he can be so dynamic. But if he doesn't get that pass, then he probably doesn't roll that hard again next time. So it's really nice having him out there as far as keeping us structured and organized in what we're trying to do. And I don't think he had any more. I mean, you'd have to ask him, but he always plays with an edge. I think that's just being the last pick in the draft and everything else that he's done throughout his career. I think that's just how he naturally plays. It's why he's had such an unbelievable career so far, is because of how his mindset is when he plays the game. So I don't think it was any different tonight, but that's something to ask him. But he was really good tonight.
Thanks, everyone. Locker room's open.